What's up, guys? Welcome to indie game from itch.io. It's a game called Within. I don't that was interesting. Don't know really much about this except for that's just kind of experience type game. Mm. Uh, they abandoned the god who had made them. They sacrificed unto demons whom they knew not. I didn't know how to say that name. 3215.
I hadn't heard from my brother in over 3 months, which wasn't unusual. Nick tends to disappear for months at a time, not returning my calls, and then he surfaces again as if nothing had happened. I've gotten used to it. I don't blame him, considering the childhood we had. I've read somewhere that siblings with shared traumatic pasts tend to grow apart faster when they're adults. Then, last night at around 3 a.m., he left a voice message. I heard it when I woke up a few hours later.
Maya, I hope you're okay. I know I haven't been in touch, but I just wanted to let you know. You may not hear from me again. For a while. I don't want you to worry, though. I'm in a spot of trouble, but nothing I can't handle. I'll figure it out. Whatever you do, don't come looking for me. I'll call you when things are right. I know I haven't said this enough, but I do love you. Always have. Goodbye, Maya.
I must have called him dozens of times, but there was no answer, and then his phone was switched off. I took the next available flight out early next morning. I didn't sleep a wink on the plane. I kept thinking about what kind of trouble he might be in. As soon as I landed, I checked into a motel and then took a cab to the last address I had for him. In the pre-dawn light, the city seemed to grow more decrepit the further in I went, like a thing whose core was growing rotten. I don't know what kind of trouble he's in, but when we were growing up, after Ma died, when it was just the two of us, he'd come to me when he was in real deep and needed saving. And I would save him. I should get this over with quickly. I'll find him, make sure he's okay, then head back. I'm already missing a day at work. Let's see, he should be at apartment 405.
Wait, hold on. You're only missing a single day at work? Left click on objects in your surroundings to interact with them. I walk really slowly.
Gross. Looks like it hasn't been emptied in days.
That is gross.
Just trash. I should keep moving.
I right click to see if I zoom. Wait, where am I going? 419? 409? Dude, how small of a brain do I have? Holy shit. $409. That is dude. Oh.
Looks like there's a pipe busted up in there. It isn't a good idea to move this scaffold. It looks flimsy. I should just find another way around it.
Yeah, I did. I walked around it. I didn't even know it was a pipe. 409. Bro, you don't give me anything to like look. Was it 411? 419? I'm gonna just try to read the door.
Hello?
didn't even move. Dude. You got scared.
Huh. Where'd they go? There was someone just here.
Yeah, door right there.
Well, this is it.
Ugh.
I should just ring the doorbell, see if he answers. Although, if he's been drinking, I don't have much hope.
It was 4:05.
I guess he's either not home, or he's sleeping off a drunken binge, which would not be entirely surprising. Maybe I should just try to open the door and let myself in. Gosh, what is that smell?
Dead guy?
Nick?
Single guy.
Nick, are you here?
I don't know if you guys can see this with compression or anything like that from
There's gotta be a light switch somewhere.
YouTube, but there's something there. Yeah, normally.
There's gotta be a light switch somewhere.
Woman, shut up. Oh, it's a no. Okay.
How is he living like this? This is terrible.
Not really.
I remember that shirt. I think I'd given it to him for a birthday.
Oh, I was gonna say, is there literally something for something? What is out of order? Oh, let's go back.
What is he doing to himself?
Out of order.
Once I find him, I'm gonna have to see about getting him some real food while I'm here.
That is real food.
Looks like he's literally living out of a suitcase at this point. He told me he was making money on a freelance web development gig. Was that all a lie? What's he doing with the money he gets?
No, you just don't make shit for money. This looks, to be fair, how a alcoholic lives. Okay.
Would it hurt to clean up a little?
That's gross, though. That's really gross.
I think I just lost my appetite. The first thing I'm going to help him do is clean this place up. That alone should bring some positivity to his life situation.
Hey. I don't think this is America. Because that's it. UK thing, too. Oddly enough, the bathroom is the cleanest room. Is it just a studio apartment? Do not open.
Right, like this is gonna keep me out.
It's not a studio apartment, then why the fuck does he have a sofa over there?
Nick, are you in there? Are you okay? Open this door. I guess I should find some other way to get it open.
I hate odd numbers. God dang. I don't want to listen to that again. No. If you have a credit card, those doors are real. As deadbolt. Never mind. I don't advise you to use that technique. How the hell? Do I just magically have the ability to open doors that can't be opened?
Well, there you go. Looks like he's fallen off the wagon again. Oh, Nick. I sometimes think if he hadn't had that accident, if his best buddy Alex hadn't been killed, things might have turned out different for him. He was 16, driving home from a party. Alex in the passenger seat. Nick had no business being behind the wheel that night. He was drunk out of his mind. Alex was killed on the spot. Nick survived, but he could never forgive himself for Alex's death. With Ma gone, I was supposed to be the parent, rein him in. I should have been tougher with him. I messed up there. I guess I neglected him when it mattered. That's on me.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Sapphira's guild. How the fuck am I supposed to open the door? You gonna give me a hint? Tutorial? And literally allowed to use any buttons on my keyboard.
I guess I should find some other way to get it open.
I don't know why I thought that door would magically open this time. Are you gonna give me a hint?
He's probably been in this apartment for what, 10 months now? How much would it hurt him to get a cupboard to put his clothes away?
Matters how much, dude. If there's an IKEA nearby, then why not? If there's not, then holy shit, it's expensive.
Didn't know he kept this old picture of Ma. This was taken maybe a year before she died, before the cancer started turning her into skin and bones.
Ooh.
When Ma got sick, he was 8 and I was 15. We watched her waste away and die from cancer. We never knew our father. No kid should have to lose both parents so early. We moved in with Aunt Sheba after that. She mostly left us alone, so I had to pretty much raise him. Or at least I tried. I did the best I could, but hell, I was dealing with my own demons. I guess I made a pretty poor substitute for Ma.
What happened? Even crouch. Literally. Whoa.
Hello?
I knew.
Nick, are you in there? Quit playing.
Woman, shut up. I knew that door would magically open somehow. Fucking predicted it. Ah, it's red. It's literally one reason that would have that. 2 reasons you would have a red room. You just like the color red, and you're a streamer or a YouTuber like me, or you're developing old photos, or something horror came and that's cool. What the heck?
Jeez. Hello? Hello?
Dude has his priorities straight. I just realized why he has a bed in there.
How did this door open? There's gotta be a light switch somewhere.
I'm staring at it. Holy shit. 40 Celsius, isn't that hot? And that's Chinese. I think I have to look at it. Second. Yeah, that is 104 degrees. It looks like Chinese. It's very. Wow, my god, he has his priorities straight, bro. Also, why do you have that when you literally live alone?
Who unlocked it?
I was just trying to close the door.
Well, at least I know where all his money's going. But where the hell is he?
I kind of feel targeted for this because spent a lot of money on a computer and been building kind of a studio with that guitar is gonna be in there. Then I have a bass, and then I have a Spider Valve Line 6 amp.
He used to love these consoles growing up. He'd spend hours locked into those games. I guess it was an escape for him after Ma passed and we were living at Aunt Sheba's. The worst period of our lives. He was such a quiet kid back then.
Normally, quiet kids are the worst kids. That's a weird computer case, though. Is that supposed to be like a knockoff Xbox? That's not good. Never see red texts in food screen.
I should check this computer. Maybe it'll give me some clue to what's going on with him.
I knew it.
A USB drive? Let me see if I can find one.
Also, why the hell does he have a USB boot drive? And 2 WD blues. Like, they're nice drives and everything like that, but dude, they're slow.
I wonder if he still actually plays. He was obsessed with the guitar for a while in school, formed a band. They weren't all that good. Lasted all of 6 months.
It's a decent start. To be fair, I like the posters more than anything. Holy cow. Cool. Actually, this one's really cool. It also has to be like UK, because those are not really in America.
I see his taste in music hasn't changed. All the death metal and occult stuff he was always into.
Occult? That was a weird way to say it. That sums it up right there. It's not really death metal, but it's black. Things like that. Is there things I'm supposed to like? Oh.
Random drawer junk. Nothing useful.
There's a cable. Oh, why the fuck did I look that way? USB drive? USB drive? Highlighter.
This could be it. Nothing useful here.
Not a USB drive. That's an eraser. An art eraser. Put it in 3.0. And technically you're supposed to reboot the computer, but okay. That would make sense that there's a separate boot drive now. Holy. Okay, now it makes sense to a branch of Linux. Oh, I finally got it all set up. The Sandbox OS, a heavily secure modded Linux variant running as a VPC, and the game contained within. That makes sense why it's called within. This may be overkill, but it's better to be cautious considering the rep/urban legends around this game. A single exe file, not very cleverly named, literally called game. No instructions. To think it took me nearly 6 months to track it down on the dark web. Not a nice place to go. The thing I had to trawl through. I have to put up the definition of trawl to find it. Things I don't think I can ever unsee. I don't have much hope for humanity anyways. We're broken beyond redemption. That's been true for centuries. I'll continue taking notes in these text files. To be fair, it says log number 1, but okay. I lost where I lost. If this game is the real deal, it'd make for an interesting reading. I could edit it and put it on a Reddit post, maybe do an accompanying video playthrough, so foreshadow right there. Would be the fourth wall break is what that is actually. Would be cool. Would be a cool way to start that gaming content channel I've always wanted to do. But never got around to doing. It's easy to start a channel, but not easy to consistently put out content. I feel really targeted with that one. I admire those who do. With my track record of starting projects I've eventually abandoned, I think I know how that will end up. I really feel targeted now. Okay. Anyway, first thing first, I have to get the game to work. It keeps crashing when I click it. The lore says it works at random. You just have to keep clicking. The code is probably corrupted. The urban legends around the game are fascinating. It's not profoundly disturbing. For example, a guy who played it. Okay. Are you not gonna... Bro. This doesn't specifically mean the file's corrupt. It just means... Damn. Lucky. It just means that there's prerequisites. Only certain times and things like that. It's not that hard to do. Dude. I feel like I'm playing Doom. Oh, another thing. Not another thing. I was thinking about this. A thing about like videos in horror movies, like how you watch a video, for example, VHS and things like that. Then you would get possessed and demons and shit. One of the forms, um, they're known. Oh, I didn't notice that. Known to be able to control is recordings. Hence why you're able to see, or quote unquote see them. Oh, that is cool. I want that. See them via recording and not through live video. Sorry, getting distracted. Noises.
The lust of mankind knows no depths. Its appetite for depravity knows no limits. Just about like woods wood, jak man summer. Snipping woods wood is the rapid of just about like woods wood.
Am I supposed to be turning around or some shit? No? Alright, I'm just listening.
Snipping woods wood is the rapid of just about like woods wood, jak man summer. Snipping woods wood is the rapid of just about like woods wood, jak man summer.
Oh, I was supposed to do it. I'm gonna have to reverse that audio and see what it says. Wait, what was I saying? I was saying something about the demons are able to imprint themselves actually onto digital recordings, or back when it was really starting out with tapes. So you were able to basically capture, like in a literal term, ghosts and demons and things like their spirits in videos and footage, because you literally were able to.
But your fall is my gain. Your pain is my pleasure.
I think that was Nick. Oh. I don't want to click number 3 because that's not in order.
Wait, that file wasn't there before. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Got it to run. First impressions creepy, but mostly crappy. A grainy pixelated PS2 era style. Like I said, it kind of looked like first generation Doom, which more or less had that. But Doom was actually really cool because it was the first thing to actually do pseudo 3D design. PS2 era style walking sim. I hate walking sims. Why do people make them? Are there actually walking sims? Not speaking of like Deep Stranding, because that is literally a walking sim. But other than that, the game also is unstable. Crashed 4 times already. Good thing I sandboxed it. It's chewing up OS files and then randomly spitting them back. How is the OS still going? It's lost system folders, everything on the desktop, including my play log text, and even the recycle bin. The game has no credits, no title screen, no save load, and after every crash, it randomly teleports you to different levels. It's hard to find, hard to trawl through the fake leads and BS. I would have given up sooner had I not believed there was something or some truth to the stories. I finally stumbled on the game almost by accident, following an unknown link to a file dump on an Onion server. I found it amidst cryptically named zip archives, many of them full of unspeakable images. The myth of the games, or the myth of the game, which I pieced together sifting through volumes of shitposts for slivers of truth, suggests that only one copy can exist at a time, and that it selects the player by allowing itself to be found by those seeking it. It is said to have been birthed into the dark web, that seedy underbelly of humanity's worst impulses, forged not by a human's hand, but by some unknown force. As I spend hours digging into this, the old compulsions are inexorably, inexorably, I don't know how to say that word, returning. Dark thoughts, guilt, a craving for alcohol. I've started drinking again. It's impossible to resist. The symbols in the graffiti are Sumerian, suggesting an ancient entity, likely a greater demon, that latches onto its host. Ooh. Perhaps most disturbing of all is the notion that it can. I hate when it ends like that. By the way, sorry I'm yawning so much. It's literally 8 a.m. on the day. Ooh, holy shit.
Sen japsi ehdoin, japsi ofroidam.
Don't jump scare me again.
Sen japsi ehdoin, japsi.
It sucks if it jump scares me, literally. Oh, okay, I know where we are. Don't jump scare me. There we go. I know it's a horror game.
What the hell is this? Nick!
Holy shit. System failure.
I'm pretty sure that was Nick's photo in there. But that makes no sense. I've got to get this game going again.
Poker face, poker face.
Looks like it's crashed. I should restart the computer.
But I don't want to restart it this way. It's a bad way to restart it. Okay.
Ah! Jeez, that scared me. The electrics here are falling apart, like the rest of the building.
Why? Do you not like even numbers for some reason? Because 2 and 4 are gone. Hold on, let me read that again. Perhaps most disturbing of all, its notion that it can be getting worse. I think that sounds good because it's kind of going in order. Growing signs of malevolence, waking nightmares, oppressive thoughts, general malice, an intense craving for the defilement, or craving for defilement, weird sounds from the other room. What, dude? Just really, you don't have much room in this 1-bedroom apartment. Voices, footsteps, shifting shadows. An hour ago, the webcam turned on by itself and took a pic. That is actually not that scary. Happens a lot. I was able to identify the entity from the symbols and the graffiti. Baal Nagin, aka the ill spirits of guilt and grief. He's the and here's the entry from Decan, perhaps the only demonology wiki with some authenticity. Greater demon from pre-biblical times, first worshipped by the Lagdani sect in then Samaria. Requires human sacrifices, feeds on fatalism, guilt, and grief, manifests in the recurring nightmares of killers and the lust/regret cycles of sex offenders, and the dying few fudge of dead men walking, in the guilt borne by family members of suicide victims, in the PTSD of war survivors. Yeah, because that's literally called, most of that's guilt, and some of it's literally blowing shit up, seeing things blowing up, and the haunting dread of a good people gone irrecoverably wrong, a vile parasite or parasitical being that consumes those who it selects. I thought at first that there was no point to the game. Just walk from point A to point B, activating shrines. But the simplicity could be deliberate. The pattern of the symbols. The piles of refuse and filth, the trash and filth. Right. The writings on the scrolls, all of it suggests an invocation. If so, the point of the game may be to simply complete it. And we made a terrible mistake when I awakened in a deep dark. I was trying to. Can I like back out of this? I want to explore this. Apparently not. Hola. I thought that was something. Am I in the back rooms now? Nick, can you shut up and not say my name like that? Oddly, sorry. Sensational. Was not that the word? That is cool art. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. That wasn't like that, so maybe this way. That is even cooler art. Giving me tattoo ideas. Is that a manticore? Was that the word for it? Oh, hi, buddy. Do you have a scroll for me? Yeah. Hola.
Maya, help me. Please. You have to help me.
Nick?
I'm scared, Maya. It's awful here. Please, help me.
That was Nick's voice, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna get this PC going again.
How the hell?
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh no, duh, it's 104 freaking degrees. Also, yeah, 100% not America. Bathroom's the scariest of all. Nothing behind. I hope nothing's behind the curtain, but there's something there.
It's too dark in here. I should get the lights on.
Once I do that, there's gonna be something behind me. The fuck did I just say? About curtains. Also, that pose could change. Photo.
That's awful. How could the picture have changed like this?
To be fair, that's actually pretty cool. Also, did it change in size? I thought it was like a really... like 1x4. I don't want to go in here. Yep.
Nobody. But that's impossible.
Are you sure about that? Because I still see something. To be fair, it might just be the curtain. Where the fuck's the mirror?
Nick. But his face.
What
What is happening to me?
I did not get the chance to see his face. Most I saw was it was red, and he's wearing a plaid shirt and jeans. Who the fuck likes sardines or anchovies? Because that both those come in that container. God. Sorry, just admiring all of this because I kind of grew up with this kind of music and this art and stuff like that, so it's just cool to see. Doop. Come on. My computer literally boots faster than this. I saw Alex today. He was here in the apartment, standing by the bar wall. He looked the same as he did when I saw him all those years ago on a gurney in a morgue the day after the accident. His dead body cold, his face split open, his eyes wide. Despite his horrific wound and the odd angle of his neck, he was somehow still alive. He called out to me, he was grinning, but I saw the hatred in his dead eyes. I survived the accident, even though I was the one drunk and driving. I was flung out of the car and came to an unhurt except for a few scratches. He wanted me to follow him. I begged for forgiveness, but I know it's too late for that. There could be no redemption for a man like me. I must go after him. I have no choice. First, I have to call Maya. I have to warn her. I have to tell her to stay put, not come looking for me. Because I know Maya. She'll come looking for me. Or she'll come looking if she doesn't hear from me for too long. She still feels responsible for me, even after all these years. Still blames herself for my failures. Even though she absolutely shouldn't. If only she knew that she's the last good thing left in my life. The reason I'm alive is because she saved me a million times already. But she can't save me this time. Not from this. And I can't let her get hurt if she comes here. That's sad. What was I was gonna say something because of something. Oh, the whole, where it is. This portion right here that I was flung out and he was the one that survived. That's oddly correct in some places, or weird in some places, because one of my friends in real life was in a car crash, and he didn't have a seatbelt, but his friend did. His friend got really hurt, but he was fine. So seatbelts are a double-edged sword, because there's a 50-50 if you get actually hurt. You'll technically always get hurt with a seatbelt. Was I just over there? No. Mainly because with a seatbelt, you'll always get the bruising, but you're always stuck in said vehicle. Even though wearing a seatbelt is healthier normally. But there are some accidents. That was freaking cool. There are some accidents that actually you would actually save your life by not wearing a seatbelt. Don't recommend it because those accidents are normally far few between and rare as heck. You're the reason why I don't like hospitals. Alright, that one's not as cool. This video is 100% going to be out late today. Why the fuck is there a man up there in a gown? I don't want to turn around.
What the hell was that? Nick,
Yo,
wait! Nick! I gotta go after him.
But I want to turn the computer back. Why are the walls all gross now? Ew. I'm gonna go check this way first, like normal. Check behind the curtain. Okay.
Nick!
Oh, I just realized something. Yes, I did try to ring the doorbell. The person that was walking this way was most likely Nick, trying to entice us into the apartment. Also, how the hell did I think 409 was his number?
Nick!
Yo, Nick.
Nick, stop! It's me!
I can't run, so really hope he didn't jump down there. Hence why I checked it earlier.
What the hell? I'm not going near that elevator. What the hell was that?
But we're near the elevator. Oh shit, there's an... Are we going up to the roof? No, we're not. We're going down. It is really dark.
Maya,
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm down here. Come quick.
Was that a bunny rabbit? Dude, I'm getting dizzy. Boo.
Maya, come on. I'm waiting for you, Maya. Where are you? We're
Bro,
all waiting.
if you're gonna wait that long, give me a sprint button at least. Hey, backrooms.
You can't save me, Maya. You never could. Even when we were growing up, you couldn't even protect me from myself. The accident, Alex's death, my miserable life, all of it could have been different. If only you'd done what you were supposed to do.
Who are you? What have you done to my brother?
I really do think that's a manic person. I got goosebumps.
Maya.
Sometime later, I found myself back in the apartment. I couldn't remember how I got there. There was no sign of Nick, or the thing that had looked like him. And his computer would no longer turn on. I did the only thing I could. I filed a missing person report and flew home. It's been 6 months since then. I've tried every possible way to locate him, but there's been no word from him. I keep thinking about the thing I saw at the bottom of those stairs, the thing from inside the game. When it came at me, just before its awful malevolence could engulf me, something or someone stepped between us and shielded me. I think that's how I got away. I think it was Nick who saved me.
Interesting. I thought this would be a longer experience game thing. But that was actually pretty funny. Not funny. Fun. That's what I meant to say. And I'm an idiot. It's not a manicore. That's a lion. Goat head thing. Don't know what it is. Also, the reason why from visual inspection the computer didn't turn on is there was no USB. But the funny thing is at the end there, it was Nick. Was not really Nick, it was the demon. And supernatural, like paranormal activity or paranormal stuff, the reason that it was not Nick is because you can call out for someone. For example, if you use a Ouija board and you call out for like your parents, you're giving an open invitation for quote unquote your parents, but no one really knows if it's actually your parents. So anything can answer that phone. It's like you're ringing. Instead of, if you think of a Ouija board as a phone, instead of being a personal phone, it's a public phone. So anyone can pick up. And the cool and scary thing about ghosts and spirits and things like that is that they're somewhat able to read what you're thinking. Like, not fully your mind, but they can slightly. So when you're asking questions and trying to like figure out, like verifying questions, they know the answer already because you're thinking of said answer. So they just answer what you're thinking, which is really freaking cool. Like, people should actually look into that stuff. It's really, really cool. But I hope I get this up today gonna be really hard with trying to reverse everything and things like that. Hope you guys have a nice one. I'm gonna try to get some more of these in. And if you guys liked it, hit the like button. If you guys want to see more of this, hit the subscribe and the bell notification just to get notified that I'm uploading.